Ready to start the show.
Send it, bro. That's all you.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking. Are you okay?
Hang on.
You okay? Oh, we're gonna redo that.
All right, now go.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it live.
We're fucking live.
This is really.
Am I allowed to say the F word?
Yes, you're allowed to
Cool.
swear. This actually, the channel is 18 plus.
Cool.
So.
Cool.
This is really like a testament of like no editing for our show because
totally.
You know, this is fucking live and it's just going straight to the platform.
We might as well. And like I said, if you were hearing, I mean, we've been live while I said that earlier, but like, if there's someone out there who wants to watch us live, by all means, you know, we'd appreciate the engagement. And we can get the chat now. So if you got something to say, if you want us to shout out people or do whatever, you know, we can interact and engage with the crowd more. And that's kind of what we're looking forward to. And if not, then catch it on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify and whatever platform you listen to us on.
Twitch.tv/2dudes-drinking-beer to watch us live. This show is brought to you by two sponsors. Number one, Jack Jaw. If you want to manifest the jaw of attraction, check out our website. Click the Jack Jaw. Click the picture. It'll take you straight to the Amazon page. I've been using it for a couple days. My jaw
I'm on day 2.
My muscles are getting stronger. I can feel them. They're more defined.
I do feel it too.
But still not quite jawline
not tighter,
yet.
Not tighter, but stronger.
It's only been a week.
It's been 2 days for me.
So, check that out, Jack Jaw. It's a really good product so far. Got no complaints. And sponsor number 2 is Raul himself, my favorite.
Shout out the boy wonder who will always return.
One of my favorite Mexicans. He's our beer sponsor today. Except we're not drinking beer, we're drinking soju.
It's a spirit, which is more along the lines of like a wine. It's like a sugary kind of beer. Or like an apple cider. I don't really decide
He said
yet.
it won't give you a hangover.
I'll be the judge of that.
So, we're drinking grapefruit soju.
Fucking this thing already came off, so.
Yeah.
Yeep.
The whole thing.
The whole fucking thing just
apart.
fucking.
Nice, you missed.
Yeah. I don't need this bottle cap either.
Well, you don't know that.
Okay.
That was way off. That was terrible.
It was pretty bad.
That was a terrible shot.
All right.
Today's 2DDB FFOTD, the fun fact of the day, is that elephants can't jump, but every other mammal can.
Really?
Yep. According to this, at least. I feel like I've seen an elephant jump.
Well, fuck those elephants.
Like that's pretty good.
Whew.
It doesn't taste like grapefruit at all.
It is vodka-y though. Like
It's liquor-y.
It's liquor-y for sure. Wow.
They usually take like shots of it. They have like those. It's like
We're supposed to be taking shots and we're just fucking swigging?
no, they drink it in like those little sake cups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like shot glasses.
Yeah.
I like how they say born. Born 02, 09, 2020.
Oh, that's when it was made.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we're drinking old shit. It's good. I like it.
It is pretty old, huh? This is a year old.
Not old.
Yeah.
Oh, two.
Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Easily a year old.
Just barely. Well, it is coming all the way from Korea.
Korea. Yeah, it does taste very vodka-ish. Like almost like a little bit vinegary too, I suppose, but pretty like, you know what a buzzball is? You've had a buzzball, right?
I fucking hate buzzballs.
I love buzzballs. I always get the chocolate ones, but this is kind of like the equivalent of like a buzzball, but in a beer form. It's good, but it's got a little fucking.
You get it on the back end.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of an uppercut to
It
it.
hits you right where in the jaw muscles.
Yeah,
that we're working out with.
right.
Jack Jaw.
Yeah,
that's where I'm feeling it. It's right there.
Your body's just like tired. It's like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
1924. It's not bad.
13%. You know,
it's just a kick in the balls. It's like it's a swift, like it's like a ball tap. It's like a, hey, you paying attention?
Yeah.
Because
it's gonna work. It's gonna creep up on us.
It's gonna smack, bro. It's a good thing we ate before this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You ate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. Thank you, Raul.
Thanks, Raul.
I am gonna close it.
It's soju, but it just says Jinro or.
Well, that's the maker.
Okay.
Soju is the type of drink.
We just can't read the Korean.
Yeah. Props to you for not saying Chinese.
You said it was Korean. I know.
You fucking call anime It's not Japanese. You call it Chinese
I will
sometimes.
speak to my Chinese mom in Japanese. No love lost, bro. It's all good over here. It's all good in the hood.
As long as you get the point across.
Yeah, if you know what if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Know what I mean?
Nah, mean.
Know what I mean?
Nah, mean.
Well, shout out South Korea. You guys got your shit figured out. This is what I'd be drinking too if I had a crazy ramped up dictator always wanting to launch missiles at me every day.
That's North Korea.
I know. I said South Korea. This is from South Korea, yes?
Yeah.
So
Why would they be drinking it if they had they don't have a dictator though?
because they have a crazy dictator threatening to launch missiles at them every day.
Neither
No
is-
dictator's gonna launch missiles on their own country unless it's like
they-
Stalin.
North Korea threatens us more than South.
I know, but there was like some breakdown of like the threat of North Korea, and they said if anything were to happen, the first thing they would do is attack South Korea because it's like
It's right there.
it's right there. So if they sent a nuke to the USA, they'd have every like Southern Korean army activate and just like walk up the asshole of North Korea essentially.
The shitty thing about North Korea is that it's at the land side of the peninsula.
Yeah.
Because South Korea is surrounded by water, and then there's North Korea shares its only border.
Mm.
So like, what's on the other side of North Korea?
Well, it's like China and Russia are their allies and shit. Which
Good
is
old
surprising because
communist pals.
yeah, which is surprising because when you look at the GDP for that nation,
It's China.
South Korea is like way strong. Like it's got a really high GDP, and I'm pretty sure it's just because China and Russia are like, here's some weapons if you want to buy them, North Korea, but South Korea is like, hi, we'll take AK-47s, tanks, airplanes, and ooh, Game Boy SP. Like, because they're more hooked up with like the free trade. Like I don't know if it's free trade, but the trade between the United States and all that. So it's like they're doing better. They have that effect more. But yeah, basically they were saying like, if Kim Jong-un was to attack anyone, that's the thing is like he should recognize that the country right there is American supported. So it's like you gotta have a bunch of fucking allies powered military stuff to walk up your asshole soon,
Yeah, and the North Korean people can't even eat enough food, so they're all like emaciated.
Yeah, and that's
a good word.
Emaciated. That's the crazy part too, is like when you really look at it, it's like that's what being open to that trade has done for South Korea is it's made their military stronger, it's made their economy stronger, and their people get like, milk, eggs, and cheese from the store whenever they want. So they're also like healthier.
All the propaganda that North Korea makes is, and for
Do you think he uses Photoshop or a GIMP? I bet you the great creator, the great ruler is like in GIMP 2.0 right now, like,
copy paste.
Yeah, he's like, I can't get Photoshop. That's an American thing.
They probably have like half of that people wise, but they definitely
Do you think they have a memes department? Like the U.S.
no.
The U.S. for sure has like a memes department, right?
If they have
The
internet,
U.S. memes propaganda.
if they have internet, it's a total of one website, and it's everyone's homepage, and it's just a picture of Kim Jong-un with like angel wings
And a huge dick. Just fucking schmeat.
coming down from like heaven.
Uh-huh.
That's it, and it just plays like the North Korean national anthem.
It's one of those endless scrollers. It starts you off like it's like Kim Jong-un, and you just scroll down and just shaft forever.
You never see the head.
You never see the head. It's just shaft on shaft on shaft the entire way down, because that's just what the great ruler's packing. That's how good he is. Someone got to make that website now. If anyone's out there listening to that, you gotta make that your responsibility. The great ruler would approve.
NorthKorea.com.
That's better than making a statue. We're like, hey, this is kind of what we're doing instead of statues now. I know you got a bunch of statues of yourself and everything, and that's cool. But hear me out, dude. Like just like an infinite web page of dong. Kim Jong-un.
It wouldn't even have to be infinite. It would just need to be long enough where if you reach the bottom, it just scrolls back to the middle.
Like on a loop kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, if you're thinking of like how to actually build it, that's kind of the mindset you would need.
Helping you guys if you want to make it.
That's for sure the mindset you would need. I'm just saying, like, how great would that be if it was like the infinite staircase like in Mario? It's like you run all the way and then you turn around, take a few steps, and you're downstairs again.
Will it play a shepherd's tone too?
Shit. I mean, I just say the North Korean national anthem. That's what I would go with. Because it's like, what's more glorious than like the sound of your nation while looking at the ruler's ding dong?
I just tried to Google Kim Jong Un's dong and I got nothing. So.
It's like 18 and up. Are you sure?
Average Korean dong.
Dong.
Average height. I got that. Oh, here's a penis chart.
This is a real penis chart?
Something like that. It's not in English, so I can't really read it. But
they
some
look
of
like
those
fingers.
Some of those are fucking thick. It's on Reddit, of course.
Everything's on Reddit.
It's the average penis size chart. It's in a Korean adult shop. It's a lot of wieners.
All shapes and sizes as promised.
Compared to...
by the one and only God, Jesus of Nazareth. Yahweh.
Joshua.
Whew.
Is his name.
Man, these things fucking wake you up, bro.
Yeah, you were pretty tired before.
I was yawning and shit, and I was like ready for a nap and shit. You take a swig of this, and you're just like, oh, okay. Well,
I'm ready to go be a salary man.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready to do something crazy.
Something questionable.
I'm already feeling it.
Well, yeah, I mean, just really like
smack, bro. We're not gonna get through this whole 6-pack. They sell them in singles for a reason. I'm sure now.
Yeah, really, one of these is 2 beers that we normally drink. So
really
keep that. Well, it's 13%, so keep that in mind.
Okay, for sure. Oh, so these are like, yeah, it's liquor for sure. Then
it's a spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
You did that whole research during the Boozy Boy show.
Yeah. I remember. That's why I was quoting it. It's like the one thing I know. It just means it's got like a high sugar content, and then
you can taste it too.
And then a malt liquor is anything with higher than 5% alcohol ABV, or the British unit. I forgot how they measure it, but the British measure it different. They do suggested servings.
They do oi brubs per wankers.
Oi brubs per pub per wanks. Yeah, that's the one thing I think Britain got right is like the alcohol suggested serving size. It makes a lot more sense. It's like it assigns a number to it. They say you shouldn't have more than 20 of these units per day, and this beer would be like 5 units. So you can
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so you can just be like, oh, I've had 4 beers that equals 20 units.
It's easier to track.
Way easier,
than
right?
If over here you can't drive with a .08, and then it's like, okay, well, you got how much do I weigh? How much body fat do I have?
Like that's an actual like attempt at a guideline, right? Because it's like there's IPAs like with like 7, 12, and they say try not to have more than 12 drinks in a week. Someone can have 2 IPAs and be
you're done,
twisted, bro. Like done.
And if you drink 2 beers that are 7%, that's 14% of alcohol right there.
Yeah. So that's how math works.
Yeah,
for sure.
Proportions.
Like I really do think that should be and that's the one thing is like I think it should be one of those things like the traffic circle, right? They got it right. They figured it out. They got it done right. If we had like the traffic circles and the way, can you look up what it's called? How they measure? How do you measure?
That's why I got this.
Alcohol percentages in England.
How is alcohol measured in drinks in the UK?
But it's something sort of units.
Multiplying the volume of the drink in milliliters by its ABV and dividing by 1,000. A unit of alcohol.
Is it actual just a unit of alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
1 unit of alcohol is defined as 10 milliliters, 8 grams of pure alcohol. Typically, drinks, i.e. typical quantities or servings of common alcoholic drinks, may contain 1 to 3 units of alcohol. A large 250 milliliter glass of 12% ABV red wine has about 3 units of alcohol.
Yeah, so this would be like, okay, so, and they say you could drink like 20 a day. They'd be like, this is worth 3 of those.
Yeah.
So how much more clear cut is that, instead of saying try not to drink more than 12 beers a day, because they're just averaging it in America, but on there they're like, look, we've basically done the math. Like every I guess seller has to do the math and then fit it into our equation for you. So you could be like, oh, I haven't gone over 20 alcohol units. I don't know what the law is. Can you look up how many alcohol units is recommended?
Yeah. Also on here it says that a typical healthy adult can metabolize 1 unit of alcohol per hour.
Okay. That sounds about right too. I was also told just by the doctor, a doctor will say like it's okay to like drink as long as it's being metabolized. The most unhealthy thing you can do ever, whether it be diet or even mental health, it's just like not exercising. Like you have to get up and move around and like keep your body basically just in shape and moving so your body can metabolize alcohol, metabolize food, and it also releases oxytocin, which is the happy hormone that tells your brain you're doing good. So the worst thing you can do is be doing anything abusive like drinking, smoking, eating in large quantities, and then not using your body to like metabolize it, because then it'll just fucking sit. It's like when you leave your clothes in the washing machine and they stay all wet and they get all moldy and smelling gross. It's like, what the fuck did I wash my clothes for? Why are you drinking if you're not going to go party? You know, go sweat. Go have fun.
Men and women are advised not to drink more than 14 units a week on a regular basis. Spread your drinking over 3 or more days if you regularly drink as much as 14 units a week in the UK. I'm going to go turn the fan on because it's off.
I was going to say, it's getting a little warm.
My back is hot.
It's definitely because we're also drinking this... Were you turning the fan off? Oh, up. It's also because we're drinking this. And every time you watch anime, or I'm assuming, Korean dramas, they got the red face.
The Asian glow.
The Asian glow. We're gonna get some Asian glow. I mean, I'm naturally red pigmented.
You're just a redneck.
I'm just a redneck. You're right. But we're getting that because it's just straight. This is super liquory. But yeah, isn't it? Doesn't it seem more easier if this is like 3? If this is 3 units, then
I mean, you can apply the same thing to our drinks too.
I know, but it's not incorporated already. It's for sure an equation that could be applied.
Yeah, you just gotta.
But you're not gonna sit down at a bar and like math it out.
Well, it could be fairly easy if you drink like the same thing all the time.
Ugh.
Like for example,
you can't burp with these since there's like no carbonation. These are like not carbonated, by the way. It's just like straight
liquor.
Yeah, Oritos kind of. Yeah, not even Orito. Oh, there it is. Orito. It's like flavored liquor. It's good. It kicks you in the dick. Here we go.
For example, 1 imperial pint, 568 milliliters of beer at 4% contains 2.3 units. So if you drink the same thing all the time, you can easily track it.
That's true.
But as soon as you start like bringing,
as soon as you get like IPAs,
like 7.6s and different quantities, like if you mix drinks, if you start like a Bud Light and then you go to like something that's like 6%, then you gotta do this whole equation.
So don't go to Dave and Buster's looking to do this math.
No. 1 750 milliliter is your standard bottle of wine at 12% contains 9 units.
Okay, so like about a bottle of wine every 3 days.
Yeah, a bottle of wine and 1 beer.
Yeah,
for a week.
That's crazy. I mean, just roughly speaking.
That's all you're allowed in the UK.
Because a bottle of wine's enough to get you drunk for sure.
It's enough to get you more than drunk.
Yeah, a bottle of wine will kick your tits off.
Yeah, because that's like
750. That's the size of a handle.
It's a regular bottle of wine,
and it's a high ABV.
That's like 6 glasses.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking wine.
It's a lot of wine.
It's a lot of goddamn wine. Speaking of, well, not even speaking of wine. I'm bad at segue. I'm actually the better of the two at segues.
Okay, as you stumble across 2 possible segues.
It's because I have so many different thoughts going in my very empty head that are so different But I want to talk about energy drinks for a sec.
Yeah, let's go.
Because I bought a case of my favorite energy drink ever. And I said earlier, like 5 or 6 episodes ago, that like we talked about like what you'd be sponsored by, and I said Red Bull.
You want to change that now?
I do want to change that.
To what?
I love Red Bull. I think Red Bull's a great drink. But Mountain Dew Game Fuel, it's over here. It's out of frame. I'm not going to get up to grab it because I already got up once, and that's unprofessional. Mountain Dew Game Fuel is basically the same thing as a Red Bull, but with less caffeine. And that doesn't bother me. I'm not sensitive to caffeine. I'm not very sensitive to drugs. So give them.
So fork them over.
Give me the drugs. So I don't really feel like the effects of caffeine as compared to most people. It's
like me. I'm fucking super sensitive.
Alec is super sensitive to caffeine. Even like soda for you is bad. Because it fucks with your system. But I mean, I also just like Mountain Dew as a soda, and they made an energy drink, and it's been around forever, but nowhere, I can't really find it anywhere, except for gas stations, and I don't like going to gas stations. I told everyone why I don't like going to gas stations. Same reason why I couldn't get chicken wings.
It's okay, man. Take your time.
Yeah. But
lickery. Fuck, this will put some fucking hair on your chest.
But I don't drink energy drinks to feel energy. I drink them to drink them. You used to drink energy drinks.
I used to. I love Red Bull.
Did you drink them for energy, or did you just drink them to drink them?
I didn't like coffee when I started college, and
so it was like the alternative.
Yeah, basically, and it was like everyone had their Starbucks or whatever, and like I like coffee now, but 18, 19 straight out of high school, I never got the taste for coffee. And there was a Jack in the Box on the way to Moore Park from where I used to live when I started out. And they did like a 2-for-1 breakfast sandwich. It's like the 2 sausage croissants basically with egg, and it's like $4. So for 2 sandwiches. And I used to like stop at like a gas station and get like a Red Bull, and I would do that, and that'd be my breakfast. And for a long time I loved it, like having that routine.
You're a big fan of routine.
I need it. Here's the thing, bro. Like, I went up last week to my sister's wedding, and I feel like everything's already out of fucking balance. Like, I played a little basketball with my roommate, and now, like, we're not, like, working out before every podcast now, you know?
Well, your knee hurts.
Sure, but it's so fragile, right? It's like routine is so fragile, and I'm, like, thinking, like, I need to get a routine that's, like, more, not just more rigid, but, like, it'll have a longevity to it, like something that's going to be like, oh, like, not something that's like, oh, hey, come up and drink for a weekend, celebrate your sister's union or whatever, and like the next 2 weeks have like an injured knee from playing basketball, trying to exercise, and piss it all away. Like I said, like it needs to be a slow transition for me. It needs to be super gradual, because otherwise it's going to be just fucking crash and burn.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
You can't go hard.
I can't go hard. I need to go super gradually, because it's like that's like just infinitely better. Even when it comes to like playing instruments, bro. Like if I'm practicing piano, it's like, what do I got to do? All right, do a scale and then like learn like 4 bars of a song. Like that's it. Like,
well, you can't realistically sit down with something new and then be like, okay, learn like fucking.
You're not gonna fucking
learn a whole symphony.
Exactly.
In an hour.
Exactly. So
unless you're like a savant.
Yeah, I mean, unless you've been doing it since you were like 3. But even then, it's like just the amount of energy that takes is like stupid crazy. Like I've seen like pianists like read sheet music they've never read before, and they play it well. It's not always like exactly to the recording, right? But it's like they have a really good feel for it.
They still fucking play the whole thing.
They can still play it all the way through. It's like, it might not be like what you expect with the accents and everything, but for the most part, like it's played really well.
Yeah.
And like that is like another level of shit, right? Like that's insane. But it's also something you can only really do if you start at the age of like 3 or 5. Like you really got to be doing it from when you're young. Anything else, you can get there, but you have to get there slowly. If I start reading music every day, like we're watching One Piece, and I'm like, man, they played the one song, The Entertainer, and like I've wanted to learn that song forever, but it's like it's really hard to read on sheet music.
You've wanted to play that song?
I've wanted to learn to play that song.
You looked it up?
Yeah, I've got the sheet music to it.
Nerd.
Okay. I mean, you buy game
Loser.
Loser. T-pose. But yeah, man, it's like, it's one of those things, like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, fuck, now I gotta go back and, like, because it was watching One Piece in the first place where they had that song all the time. I was like, man, I want to learn that song. And then they took it away and I stopped caring. And they put it back and I was like, oh yeah.
It's because where we were, there's not a lot of happy moments.
Yeah, there's a lot of sad boy shit.
Not a lot of need for a jolly bar saloon theme.
Goddamn. Whew.
Remember, we do this for at least an hour, so you don't need to chug it.
Yeah.
You're basically on your second beer.
You hella right.
So.
Fuck.
That's why I kept my cap. So I could put mine back in the fridge if I truly
You live some, you learn
to.
some.
So I'm the fridge guy.
God damn. God damn.
God damn.
This shit smacks. It's good, but it's like a kick in the dick, bro, for real.
It's not that bad.
I'm not super
As soon as you get over like the taste.
I'm not super
makes
into
my
like
jaw tight.
vodka, right? Like
It's not vodka though.
I know, but like it's super vodka-y. It tastes similar to vodka. Like this flashing me back to like drinking on the hill at Yesenia's. We would just drink that straight. Then I could do it. I got a ton of hair in my mouth now too. Yeah, when I was a kid, apparently I couldn't taste vodka. Now as an adult, you taste vodka and I'm like, oh,
It's that refined palate.
this is bringing back some memories.
That refined palate.
Mm-hmm. I was bringing up some old shit I don't want to go over.
Why not?
You're right. This is fucking like 2 beers in one. And
Here, I'll put it back in the fridge.
no, it's cool.
It's gonna
It'll
get
probably
warm.
be. It'll probably.
Raul said not to drink it warm. He said drink it cold.
I
don't want to make the
make
sponsor
the mistake.
mad. And I'll know the difference between yours and mine because mine has a cap. Because I thought about it.
Raul, also mine's got the little thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, mine came off too.
I got hair going down my throat like every 2 seconds.
Do you want to figure your shit out right now? Do you want to?
Yeah. Hang on.
Did you eat someone out in the bathroom while you were in there? There's only 2 people. It's either my mother or a dog.
It was Rolo. I was eating his booty.
That's gross. You look like the fucking raccoon on my screensaver.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, you could totally paint Rolo up as a raccoon and like make him a raccoon for Halloween.
Bet. I'll do it.
I bet you won't.
Shit. I'll abuse my dog. And I won't even
Abuse you, dog.
Oh, I can't really say that.
Just hide dye.
I can't say that
dye.
here. At
Hair
least.
dye. Yeah, what are the rules on
It'll be humanely safe paint.
What's the rules? Cuz I definitely want to say bad words.
You could fuck, shit, piss, bitch,
Cunt.
You just can't say anything that's like super offensive, like the N-word.
No Kobe Bryant jokes.
Fuck Kobe. He's dead. He died in a helicopter crash.
So that's on the table.
The terms of service.
Am I allowed to
says
sell
not a
nudes
whole
on
lot.
here? I'm gonna throw up. This is also probably not great because we're like kind of
just think it's like
commercializing alcoholism.
Just think it's like a regular show, and that they're not there.
They're not there. No one's here.
Well, we don't. There could be people.
Sure, but
granted,
I'm just saying, like,
it's all being monitored. But
if there were a time where I wanted to say the F word, I could not say that.
you can say fuck. Kids shouldn't be in here.
Okay.
And even if there were kids, like fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Fuck kids.
It's like walking around the mall when you could back in the day, and you're just swearing up a storm, and there's like a full. Like there's a single mom, not even a single
There's the
mom.
Mormon family.
There's just a lone mom with 7 kids. And
The
you're just
Mormon
like,
wife.
And you're like, fuck.
Dick.
like-
Let's go to Spencer's to buy some dildos and butt plugs.
And they can only cover one child's ears. And you're like, excuse me.
I'm
There
here-
are children present.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
What do you even say to that? It's like,
And
I was born without good parent supervision. What about me and my problems?
That's why I'm here with only minors.
That's why I'm here hanging out at a mall. Because there's no place in the world for a runt like me to be safe in this environment. No kid's going to open up like that to a Mormon.
Hey, man. if they get rubbed the right way, they might
Mormons rub a lot of things a lot of ways.
Some right, some wrong.
A lot of religion going on with the rub-a-dub-dubbing.
Maybe that's just how you become like those religious positions. You gotta deal with kids. I don't know. I don't follow religion, so I don't touch kids.
Could you imagine like getting sat down and they're like, where were you on this day? And you're like, oh, this is a murder trial, right? Cool. I was fucking this kid in this church. And they're like, whoa, that's super illegal. And you're like, yeah, but I'm not on trial for it, and you can't use it against me because it's my legal alibi. Drops mic. Moonwalks out. Man, the Pope is in some really good shape.
We'll write that down for later. Yeah. You know, just in case.
Save that down. We'll get him on tax evasion or something.
Just in case anything comes up, you know.
Could you imagine?
Gotta cover all your bases.
Could you imagine?
Is your cartridge almost fucking empty?
Yeah, I've been smoking like
a chimney. I've had that for like 4 days.
I know.
What the fuck?
I've been hitting it hard.
That CBD works wonders for you.
It does. I've been doing it's just CBD. It's a Northern Lights strain. It's really helped me with my anxiety. It's helped me chill out.
Makes you feel normal.
It makes me feel super normal. And I like it. It really helps me get to sleep. It helps me drive and not get stressed out in traffic. It's got a little less intensive effect as of meditating. Like when I meditate, I feel a little bit more so, but this is enough to just take the edge off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm loving it. It's really great. It's only $20, and I'm definitely gonna be buying another cartridge and smoking now regularly because it's the first cartridge, as you have pointed out, that I've probably ever smoked all the way through. So that's where I'm at in life.
In such a short amount of time, too.
Yeah, well, I just, I don't know. It's working for me.
Yeah.
I feel the effects.
More power to you. If you believe in a cause, might as well follow it.
Yeah. I mean, not even that. It's like the cause is just living happy, you know?
Well, it's like it's a figure of speech.
Gotcha.
You believe in something, do it.
Yeah. Like holistic medicine.
Yeah, fuck holistic medicine. That shit don't work.
Don't work no more.
Don't work.
But yeah, it's helped me a lot, and I like it. And I forgot what made me re-up. It was probably just when I was smoking with Ryan that day. I was like, shit, I need some more. Because, yeah, one of my cartridges died on me, and I guess I chucked it, and then I wanted another one, and here we are.
What do you think would happen if Ryan stopped smoking?
I think he would implode like the Death Star.
Because it's been like
years.
The longest fucking time.
You know what's so crazy too is when Ryan smokes, he's like, you don't notice it. Like you don't even notice when Ryan's
so fucking casual.
You can't even really recognize when Ryan's drunk. He's just always so like.
It's just there.
Yeah.
You like the odor kind of just changes, and you're like,
kind of.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It was an environmental shift all of a sudden.
You never see him do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's truly.
He's a closet stoner.
Space ghost.
Ooh. I bet you he like that.
That's what he calls himself.
The space ghost. He gonna be dropping some new DJ videos soon. Are you excited?
Sure hope so. Said he was gonna do that a while ago.
Can I get my drink too?
Of course, sir.
Of course. What would you... Do you ever think you could be a voice actor?
My voice is pretty basic. I don't really have that much range either, so I could do like...
of course, sir. That felt like brand new.
Sir?
Yeah.
I could do like just a regular...
That's like a happy
voice.
Hippopotamus on a kid's show.
I could not be on a kid's show.
Of course, sir. Right this way. Yeah.
I could not be on a kid's show.
No, you'd be like, of course you... Ah, fuck.
Line.
Let's take it from the top, Josh. That was the top. I know. Start over again. It was trash. It was so bad.
Well, probably just like if someone did approach me to do voice acting, it'd probably just be...
I don't think anyone would approach you to do voice acting. I'm just saying, like...
if it ever came up, if this raccoon popped out of my TV and was like, hey...
What would that raccoon sound like?
Hey, you want to smoke meth?
He would have a raspier voice, huh? He's like, "Hey guys, I just got the trash can over there.
Hey,
Yeah, it's from Boston.
hey,
He's a Boston rat.
I'm gonna go do meth.
I got some meth behind the." He's like, that's
That's a raccoon voice. That's what a raccoon
a raccoon
sounds like.
voice. You know who would do good is the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is a raccoon voice.
Danny DeVito should have voiced Rocket Raccoon instead of Bradley Cooper. Because that
Totally.
doesn't even sound like Bradley Cooper.
Mm-mm. That's the thing is
Which,
like,
by the way, is a great actor.
yeah, but it's like, that's the thing is like, imagine Danny DeVito. He's like, what's the line? I don't really know a lot of.
I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash man.
So I just start eating and throwing trash.
That would be, it fits the character. It fits the aesthetic too.
Suicide is badass.
Suicide's badass. Do a flip. We're punching holes in these boundaries right now. What can we say and what can't we say? Commit suicide. It's cool. We're not condoning that, but
That's something you can say.
we're not condoning it.
Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Kids, I want you to go to the roof and jump off and fly. You can fly if you jump off the roof tonight. I would like to apologize for my comments. They were.
You could do anything you set your mind to. What's the biggest lie you were told? Not could be as a kid, could be as an adult. What's one of the biggest lies you've been told? I can go first if you want.
Yeah, do that.
You're so smart.
As a kid?
Just in
That's what you were
general.
told?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm pretty fucking dumb.
I was always told I'm going to make a woman really happy one day. See how it's funny?
How many have you let down?
Too many. Way too many. No, you know, I kind of always default to like this fucking Santa Claus thing because my dumb ass believed in Santa till I was in like sophomore year because of my autismo.
Captain Autismo.
Captain Autismo. That's great. But yeah, I don't know. I've been lied to a lot. Like that's the one thing I want to like just like reflect on. It's like, damn, like people really just lie to your ass all the time.
Do you think it's ever okay to lie to people?
I mean,
Because there's many different kinds of lies.
here's the thing. I think it is okay to lie to people sometimes. I think people glorify that and they use it as a justifiable excuse to lie about everything. And they write everything off as a white lie. Because a lot of lies are small, but at the end of the day, the shit adds up, right? So if I said I couldn't come in to shoot the podcast because I was feeling sick, you'd probably be like, okay, cool. If you found out I went to Venice Beach with Ryan,
My heart.
that'd probably be a little fucked up, right? You could easily say that's a little white lie because I just need a vacation. That's me justifying it. But at the end of the day, you're going to be hurt at the end of that.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
No.
I think if you're lying to protect someone, it has to be, there is no other truth but this truth. How can we like break it slower? How can we say it nicer? Like if Rolo got hit by a car, it's one thing for your parents to be like,
Fucker deserved it. He's stupid as shit.
it's like one thing for your parents to be like, Rolo got hit by a car. Granted, you probably wouldn't have that emotional connection to Rolo, but like,
Nah.
so let's say you're like 8 years old and it's like your first dog.
Samson.
Your dog, let's
Aw.
say, yeah, see? It's a little more real all of a sudden. Samson gets hit by a car, and your parents are like, well, we could tell him he ran away. Like, that's, I think that's an okay lie, because you're trying to, like, brace them for,
He ran away once. He didn't get very far.
yeah, he's a fucking tortilla, bro. Fucking flat as fuck and round as fuck. He's a conundrum. But
Dumbass.
it's one of those things. It's like because you're trying to shelter your child from like the violence of the reality. It's when you be like, oh, like go look at his squished body under the car. Like, it's like, no, he ran away. He's not coming back. I think that's an okay lie. And then as you grow up, of course, like, the kid's going to be like, hey, is Santa Claus real? And you could just be like, no, he's not. But, like, that's the thing. Here's where I draw the line. If you ask me, I'm going to fucking tell you. And that's the thing where I'm like, I never got that. Because I was like, hey, Dad, is Santa Claus real? And he's like, do you think he's real? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, that's good enough for me. And I was like, okay, yeah, that works for me, too. Because I was stupid. But if it was like, hey, the dog died, and you're like, all of a sudden, it's been, a few years. Your dog died when you're 8. Let's say you're 12 now. And you're like, hey, Dad, did Samson really get hit by did Samson really run away? He'd be like, look, he actually got hit by a car. Like, it's like one of those things, like, when you're confronted with the truth, tell the truth. But if you need to do something because it's like protecting your kid from like violence or like a darkness in the world, like if someone was like, hey, Mom, what's this movie about? And it's like a slasher movie and he's wearing a mask, you'd just be like, oh, it's a scary Halloween movie. Like,
you're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but don't say he's like a serial rapist who like slits people's throats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how you scar kids.
That's how you scar them, So don't fucking do that. And then years later, if they care, they're going to come to you and be like, hey, remember this thing you said? Like, you said Santa's real. Like, I don't think he is. Like, tell the fucking truth. Be like, no, he's not.
Prove it, he's not.
Yeah.
Show me the evidence.
But that's the thing is like, it's like one of those things. Like, that's a very clear situation where it's like, I'm doing this to protect you and your innocence, essentially, as a child, from this thing, or like something like that. If I was just lying to get out of a podcast to go hang out with Ryan, that's a dick move. That's not really justified by the ends or the means. Yeah, that's like just a dick move. If I don't know, if let's say one story I heard in my communications class was someone was on a family vacation and their grandpa got hospitalized, and they were called and they're like, hey, we just want to see how you're doing and everything, and everyone got this like weird notion of like, what's going on back at home, because they were in like Hawaii or whatever doing their family vacation. And they're like, oh no, we just wanted to make sure everything's good with you, check up on you, and just calling to say we love you. And they're like, okay, that's fucking weird. And they had like a week-long vacation left, so they lived out their week-long vacation and they got back, and then they found out their grandpa was hospitalized. And the mom starts freaking out, like, that's my fucking dad. How dare you keep that from me? And everyone was like, we just wanted to, not basically ruin your vacation.
Yeah, you're having fun.
And that's where it gets like, that's where it's a little different, because it's like adults, people will be like, I wanted to know. But at the end of the day, it's like the intent is the same as like a dead puppy, right? It's like
pure intent.
It's purely intent to be like, I don't want to cut short your vacation that cost you and your family $20,000.
There's no ill will.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're gonna find out the truth when you get back, but like, there's no point to like worry now. The grandpa ended up passing away in the hospital after, but the family got to like say their goodbyes and everything. So like, it was like, it was that whole thing. But like apparently that drove a wedge between the two sisters or whatever, because she was like, how fucking dare you not tell me? And everyone, at least I was just like, look, like, I get that. Like, I would absolutely want to know if something was happening the second it was. But like, you also shouldn't just hold it against them, because like, they're trying to do something nice. Yeah. And like, you gotta figure too. My teacher was like, you gotta figure like, what else is going on between those two sisters that made the other sister choose like that was the final straw. Yeah. Right. Like, she's like, you gotta look deeper than that sometimes. And like, I think that's like a lie, like on the adult side of it, of like, hey, like, I know you're on vacation, but I don't want you to fly home tomorrow, because like, you being here is not going to change anything.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, be with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, your grandpa's in the your dad's in the hospital, but you should be with your kids. And like, it wouldn't have changed anything, But it's one of those things like, those are like an adult situation of lying. Like, why are you calling? Oh, no reason, just trying, it wasn't like, it wasn't gonna like disrupt their like day or their week or their vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing it with the sole intent of protecting them from a hard news that they would eventually have to face. They were trying to lighten the blow. And I get that it's a gray area because it's like someone can absolutely say they have the right to know when they want to know. But there's no way, like there's no like protocol where we sit down and like, hey, if I'm ever on vacation and my dad falls and hits his head and goes into a coma, give me a call right away. I'll cancel everything. Like that's just not a conversation people typically sit down to have. And unless they did, the teacher was like pointing out, like, you got to understand there's other factors at play to make the sister react like that and say, like, they don't talk anymore, kind of thing. So it's one of those things of like, a lie is harmful, but she was probably looking for a way out already, kind of thing. Kids don't really have that same freedom of like Santa Claus and dogs dying. It's like, once you get exposed to the truth, you're exposed to the truth. Same thing with your parents dying, obviously, but like, it's like, whatever it was, like guilt on the daughter's end or a dispute between the daughters in the first place, that was just like, that wasn't the driving force. That was just the symptom of it,
We lie to kids a lot.
And that's what I'm saying is like,
you got Santa, Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny.
Those are all kind of the same. I think and that's the thing. I think if
kids are fucking stupid, they don't know it's all the same. They think they're all different entities for different reasons.
Bro. Here's the thing. I didn't believe in the Tooth Fairy fucking after a little bit, but I still believed in Santa.
So you're built different, but like,
no, I'm built stupid. I'm built broken, bro.
Different,
but bad different.
same, but different.
Go ahead.
Cause like, so there's the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, and there's a whole. There's others. There's more. They're all in that one movie. It's the Santa Claus movie, I believe, the last
Jack
one.
Frost.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on with him. The Sandman.
Yeah.
Sprinkles sand in your eye. That's how you get the crusties. And
scary as fuck.
He makes you go to sleep.
Also, why is it always like? Here's the thing: as kids, I love how adults are just like, just tell them when they're sleeping. They don't know. Because that's the crazy thing. Like, you wake up from sleeping and you're like, oh, it's the Sandman. Like, that explains boogers in my eyes. Why is everyone coming into your goddamn house when you're a kid?
Everyone's
dropping off presents, putting shit under your pillow.
They were trying to tell us.
Hiding shit around your house.
About child predators forever now.
Uh-huh. But my doors were always locked and people could still get in. And that really fucks with me to this day.
You had a lock on your bedroom door?
I got a lock everywhere, every door.
Oh, I never had locks on my bedroom doors.
Oh, no. Like, currently, yeah, but not as a kid, no. Okay. My dad would walk in like he owned the place. Dumbass.
I paid for this door.
Boom.
Kicks it in.
Yeah.
I paid for it. I'm going to use it.
My dad didn't give a fuck. If he wanted to take it, he'd take it.
I want to know what the stuff in your eyes is called.
Eye boogers.
Well, I'm going to get the fucking actual name.
Scientific terms.
I can't pronounce that.
So let me read it.
You can try.
I can do it. Ream.
Ream?
Ream.
Well, looking at the phonetics, room.
Phonetically, it'd be room.
It's R-H-E-U-M.
So it should
I
say...
went fucking backwards. I was supposed to go this way.
It should say room. Room. There you go. It is room. Room.
A watery fluid that collects in or drips from the eyes or nose. I never had nose room. Only had eye room. But that's what the stuff that collects in your tear ducts when you wake up.
That's what the Sandman throws in your face.
Room. He throws room in your eyes.
Go to sleep, bitch.
That's interesting. You learn something new every day. Full of fun facts. That's the 2DDB.
Yeah, did you ever read the fact of the day?
I did. Elephants can't jump.
Oh, yeah. I feel like... What?
Rahul is stuck in a public bathroom with no toilet paper.
Why is he always stuck taking a shit somewhere with no lights and no toilet paper? Rahul, get your life together, homie.
I told him to deal with it. He had another fun fact. That he said this morning.
Raul?
Yeah. That I guess I'm going to include. I don't have to.
You might as well. You're in here.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I gotta find it. Oh, that's Robin.
In the meantime, I think lying's okay, but it has to be one of those things where it's like justified. And then, like I said, when you're confronted with the truth, come out with the truth. Because it's one thing to...
The truth will set you free.
Facts, bro. And it's one thing to be like, Mom, Dad, did Simpson really get hit by a car? And then being like, yes. And then you're in like your 30s and your 40s and you're like, should I trust my parents? I just found out my dog actually got hit by a car. Didn't run away. Or whatever. I might have got some of those details mixed up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things like, Dad, is the Easter bunny real? No. And neither is Santa. Like, none of them are real. Like, come out, bro. Like,
I wouldn't tell them all at the same time.
Pull the curtain. Fuck it. I mean, and that's the thing. How old are they? Are they like 3? Are they 5? Maybe wait.
Well, how old are you when you lost your first tooth?
Between 3 and 5, yeah. Probably.
They ask, where does it go? In a jar.
I throw that shit away. I don't keep my teeth, you fucking psychopaths.
I put it on a necklace.
Yeah.
And you give it to them when they're lose them all.
Jesus.
Hi, this is yours. You get to have them back.
That explains all the puka shell necklaces I wore. Thanks, guys, for being a fucking Brad Pitt couple. That's super chill.
So here's the soup. It's actually a really shitty fact, he said.
Burn.
For us to say. So he said, I have a fun fact that you can use for the podcast. I said, reluctantly, what is it? He said, the sun is for the day, the moon is for the night, and you are for the rest of my life.
It sounds like a shitty Valentine's card.
It is. He's dumb. He's been doing this. We've been doing this like back and forth where it's not even a back and forth. It's a one-sided conversation. We're usually either in really early in the morning or really late at night. He tells me this really cheesy
Gay
pickup
shit.
line. And because he knows he says he knows it makes me uncomfortable. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It makes me cringe. But like, I love it. It's attention. But I'm not gay, Rahul. I'm not gay no more.
Not gay no more.
I'm delivered. And so he sends me these pickup lines, and I'm like, real fucking get out of here. Fuck off. Oh, he solved his bathroom problem.
It's like his shirt.
Good for him. Did he use his sock?
That's so fucking gross. I don't want to see that shit.
I'm going to interrupt this live
I'm
broadcast.
gonna fucking throw up if that's a sock.
To ask, did you use your fucking sock?
That's so fucking gross. The one thing you can make your stinky butthole or your...
Anyways, he sends me these like pickup lines because he thinks they make me uncomfortable, but they don't. So, joke's on you, buddy. Who's going to make the next move?
Yeah, eventually, you just have to kiss me on the lips and like it.
I'm not going to dodge it.
Nah. Let's play some gay chicken. Who do you think would win in gay chicken amongst the squad?
Me?
You really?
Yeah.
Gay. You're just gay.
Are we playing a game at that point? No.
Kissing all your homies? That ain't gay chicken anymore. That's just gay.
It's because I'm not afraid.
Afraid of what? No one's afraid of kissing. It's just gay.
So would you pull away?
Yeah.
Homo?
Okay.
I'd win.
Why am I gay for not... I'm gay for being straight?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you don't want to kiss men? You want to suck a little dick? Huh? What are you, gay?
It's because you're not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable enough to suck a dick?
Yes.
I think that's a fine line.
Try anything once.
Well, there you go. I'm not going to kiss another man. Ever again.
Again?
Again.
Oh, ever again? Hold on. Again.
Again. I got my Korean juice. It says, oi! Yeah, that's a poopy sock. Don't show me. This is gross as fuck.
It's not. I don't know what he did. Did he use his sweatshirt? What did you use?
Maybe those toilet seat covers?
He took his shoe off in a public bathroom, which, first of all, it's fucking disgusting. He did use his sock.
One time I was in a Moore Park bathroom. There was 2 dudes talking in the stall, and I thought the school was going to get shot up. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
At in a community college?
Yeah. Well, just because there was like two dudes.
At least shoot up the university.
Right. There was two dudes in a stall though, like hey, quiet, shh.
They're doing drugs.
Do it in your car. Don't do it in the fucking bathroom.
To a community college. They're obviously not that smart. You know when they banned smoking on campus?
They weren't smoking though.
I know, but like, do you remember when they did that?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you can't smoke. You can only smoke in your car. If you step out of your car, you can't do it. Everyone with trucks potentially could just sit in their bed or just sit on your fucking vehicle and smoke. You're not on school property. You're on your own car.
Mm-hmm.
People are stupid. Loopholes. Loopholeforall.com.
Loopholesforall.com. Go to jail with your whole squad.
Start a business, go right to jail.
Right to jail. You charge it too much for sweaters? Straight to jail.
Jail. Play music too loud? Jail. Have you watched Portlandia since we came back from Arizona in the first week of November?
How did that trigger Portlandia?
Fred Armisen is the guy who did that. Go straight to jail.
Really?
Yeah, that's the Portlandia guy.
He looks really, really short in that video.
I assume he's as tall as us, average height.
Damn.
Also the framing.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I think I've got like a season left. There's not too many seasons. We watched like 5 of them together.
Yeah.
There's like 6 or 7 seasons.
Just fucking binged it. There isn't.
You can watch a whole season in like a few hours.
Yeah.
Like what I usually would do is like I said, I'd put on a TV show or something and I just work on my computer. So it's like, whatever.
See, I don't really have that luxury because the work I do, I need to listen to.
No, same. I do music, but like a lot of the time it's like...
You don't get distracted?
Well, I have it muted and I just have subtitles, like captions.
Oh, see, I
So
wouldn't
it's
be paying
like-
attention to it then.
Well, when I look up, because it's like sometimes I hit this moment where I'm just like I'm like hunched over the entire time in my chair. I'm like... And I'll just zone out for like 10 minutes, like watching it, reading it, and be like, all right, I gotta go back to work. Like, whatever. It's really just there to catch me, you know, when I fall.
I just go on like TikTok or Instagram and I teleport or I time travel rather. That's my power. I time travel like 45 minutes and I snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, the humanity.
Nope.
It's a super cut of different videos.
Oh yeah, huh?
And I come back and I'm like, oh, like how much fucking time has passed before like I realized where I'm at and that I should be working on like an edit or schoolwork.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing too. Is like, you know what I got into recently? I downloaded GIMP, like the great creator, like the great lord of
What
the
is
North.
that? You said that I didn't question it because I know
It's a free Photoshop program.
Okay.
It's just like Photoshop, but
What does it stand for? Graphics imaging something?
Probably. I just downloaded it. I don't know.
Manipulation picture. Got it.
Manipulate. Yeah.
Graphic imaging. Manipulation. Picture.
Graphically augment images.
Augment is A.
Gramp.
Gramp. Grandpa ain't gonna help you now.
No, he's not. You can look it up. I doubt it stands for anything.
I have this laptop.
Now you
on
have
my
to.
lap. I'm obligated. I gotta fucking use it at least.
Where it belongs.
Yeah. Lowering my sperm count. GNU image manipulation program.
There you go.
What is a GNU? What? It released 3 months ago. Well, a stable release. The initial release date was 96.
It's been around forever.
It's been around for as long as I have been. 7 months. More. It's 7 months older than me.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Gimp. Have a beer. Enjoy.
You can have drink for a while. This logo is fucking dumb. It looks like a coyote with a paintbrush in its mouth.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It is really dumb.
I could be a graphic artist.
But yeah, I did that, and in Reason I can like customize stuff. I started customizing my racks, and the pen right here, I'll just show you. It's got this little nub on it. It's like a good thing. Like, use it for your trackpad. On your trackpad.
It'll work, yeah. Liar!
It works on mine. It works on my trackpad, and I just draw with it, and it's super cool. And I've been editing like on my rack extensions, and they're super clean now because I got a little pencil tool to do all my drawing on my trackpad, and then that was a good one.
So I'm trying to figure out what GNU stands for, and I googled what does GNU stand for, and it says GNU stands for GNU's not Unix.
I don't even know what's the fucking Unix stand for. Unique.
Well, if you want to know what GNU stands for, and it says GNU is not Unix.
What's Unix?
What the fuck is GNU still? It's not Unix, I know that, but what is it?
What does IDK mean?
I don't know.
Oh my god, no one does. Oh my god, Ronnie.
That's a producer tag.
Sure is.
A large, dark African antelope with a long head, a beard, and a mane, and a
which is
sloping
probably
back.
what the fucking fox is with the paintbrush.
Okay, you mean to tell me that...
Probably. Go back to it. Go back to it.
Hold on, I want to know how it's pronounced. New.
New. New. New. New.
No. That looks like a fucking cartoonized coyote. That looks more like that than this.
Huh? That looks like this, but that on a Wednesday. Where?
Yep.
Here we are. 2 days drinking beer.
Dude, drink beer, everybody.
The only bad thing is we need to set the other...
Hour and 3.
Oh, where do you see that? And how could you read my mind?
Because I could tell by the way you were saying that. I have it down here. And also, if you look, see where our audio meter is? Go straight down.
Mm-hmm.
You probably can't read it, but it says dropped frames. Right next to that, it says live time. In the recording time.
Oh, yeah, that's really small.
Hour and 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Real small.
We've dropped 72 frames.
What's bad, right?
No, it's actually really good. I mean,
You won't have to sync up the audio and shit anymore, huh?
no, you won't have to edit audio.
This is actually going to save us a ton of time.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Except for I don't like how those are not accurate. Because it's pulling from the test. But that's besides the point.
Can you change it?
Yeah. I mean, I should have just reset it, but I didn't.
Okay.
So.
That's cool.
No one gave us money and no one has followed yet.
Well, we got beer from Raul.
We also didn't
We got sponsored from Jack Jaw.
Jack Jaw.
This was in frame earlier.
It's always been in the frame. You just can't really read it.
Okay.
It's because I panned up before we started.
Fuck. Now it just says jacked. Shit! Oh, we both have that fucking instinct. Ugh! Oh, man. Why aren't these purple?
Why would they be purple?
Why aren't these purple? Aziz Ansari said he saw Kanye at the club one time and he got a grapefruit liquor. And he goes, why aren't these purple?
Grapefruits aren't purple.
Well, he heard grape.
Not all grapes are purple.
I just love that you could be rich and still be like...
A fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's like, how do you pronounce this? Versace? Versace? I can't even pronounce nothing. Like, I love that he's like, at least admitting it, you know? Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people would get to that point where they're just like, oh, I got the money now, but it's like, you know...
I got the keys.
That's actually a thing, huh?
It's a rap song, I know that.
Oh, no. It's on my fucking grape. And I'm sucking your ass.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first
Hey.
time.
Like I said, I don't do anything twice.
It wouldn't be the second time.
Yeah, you're right. Let's be honest here.
Why? Okay, so why do you guys make those jokes?
Gay jokes?
Yeah,
They're funny.
but like so often, it's like
Me and Ryan.
They always say like the jock who bullies the gay kid for being gay. It's like, ha, you're gay. Is like the closet.
I never got bullied for being gay.
The people who bully the gay kids are oftentimes, chances are they got.
Here's the thing,
they're
though.
questioning themselves and are gay.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I played football, And a lot of the times it'd be like, hey, Barden, what's that? I'm like, what? And I look over here, and then they just grab my dick. Right? I can't explain it.
So you were abused.
I was for sure molested.
That's fucking funny.
Pero. That was just the name of the game, I guess. Like, I think I said this before. They called it gobble gobble, right? They're like, check that out, and you like, and then when you look away, they go gobble gobble, and they just like tickle your balls.
Oh, what? I'm glad.
That's what happened.
See, I wanted to play soccer in high school, and I'm glad I didn't.
I'm pretty sure they just give you blowjobs in soccer.
That shit happens.
They're like, what's that? Papi. You're like, whoa. I'm not going to stop you, but this is like a new experience, is all I'm saying.
I probably know what done because I don't speak Spanish. So if they're trying to call, like, pass it to me.
Mira, ¿qué? That's the translated version for you.
There's no mirror over there.
¿A dónde?
That's a wall. There's no mirror.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe it. They just kind of grab your balls. They grab your dick. No one ever made fun of anyone for being gay, at least at my high school. It was really just
high school.
At our high school. At least that not that I was aware of. And they would just grab your dick.
Do you know if any of them are?
We always called the center gay. He was a little weird, but he was like the only dude who was like big enough. But like everyone calls the center gay because he's like bending over the quarterback the whole game. So it's like that's just a cheap joke.
The quarterback is he's touching his butthole.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one like, with the finger in there.
It's not the center's fault.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I think everyone in football realizes how gay football is, and the only way to be like cool with it is to be like
tackle hard.
Yeah, like as gay. It's you know what it is. You know how I said like hardcore kids and UFC fighters are like the nicest people in the world.
Yeah.
Football players are the straightest people in the world, but because they're so straight, and they're getting all that all that testosterone out, they get to act a little gay. They're like, oh, isn't it funny? Like, isn't it funny how we're like big dudes who tackle each other?
It's the free pass.
Yeah, it's like we're big dudes who tackle each other and hurt each other for fun. I'm gonna grab your dick and I'm gonna laugh about it. Like, it kind of is just like a psychology of it. Like, people recognize irony that fast, so it's like
football sus.
Football sus as fuck, bro. What are you doing, step quarterback?
At least high school quarterback. At least high school football.
Yeah.
College probably is the same shit. You're the same age, really, give or take 2 years.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I'm realizing like I'm 26 and people are still in college, and I'm like, man, people my age are still dumb as fuck.
Well, those
people are still stupid.
Those people are still gonna always exist because that's just how like the nature of everything works. People don't really change too much, and especially in like a society, there's not that much like stimuli going on. So
you're right about that too. Like, that's really what it is, right? It's like the stimuli that the stuff that wrinkles your brain is like hardship and like any adversity.
But wrinkled brains are gross, so I want my brain to be cute and be smooth.
It's like that
bimbofication.
The TikTok, he's like a gay guy. He's like, so I got this new car and the tires are all like weird and gross. So I sanded them and look how cuter they are. It's hilarious.
Yep.
And I don't know if they did that for real. Regardless, it's funny.
Well, like drag racing, their tires are pretty, or not like just drag racing, but like Formula 1 tires, they're pretty smooth.
Do you know why? Because the way the car's built, it is a vacuum. So it's better to go fast, and the air suction.
There's a seal.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It'll actually vacuum you to your floor, so you don't really need treads on the tires.
So you're stuck on the ground, regardless.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the times you're going so fast to where your tires warm up, and they actually stick to the ground.
They don't melt.
They don't need tread because they're constantly just melting, which is why you go through so many tires on like NASCAR and Indy or Formula 1.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but and that's the thing is too. It's like it's funny because like I have thoughts like that all the time too. Like I remember when I was like going to the doctor's office, and like they do something.
Why do you shove that thing up my butt?
Look, I remember
Like,
I got
we don't have to.
I injured my back one time at work really bad, and I couldn't move my back, and I went to the doctors, and they gave me a shot in the ass, and they're like, it's for pain, and I was like, okay, and she's like, pull down your pants, and I was like, why? And she's like, oh, this shot has to go in your butt.
Boom, boom.
And I was like, why does it have to go in my butt? And she's like, it's just a meatier part of the body, so it's like
Gets absorbed faster.
no, it gets absorbed slower.
Oh.
So if you put it in like your arm, it'll basically be like,
But if you take things rectally, it goes faster.
yeah, if you butt chug a beer, sure, but the idea is it's getting in the butt cheek. Anyway, I pulled my pants down. She saw my cake, and she was like, and she stuck it in. I was like, in high school, guys grabbed my cock, and this nurse put it in my butt. Like, this is my life.
You've been used.
This is my life.
Used so many times.
Yeah, basically.
You're the crunchy towel underneath someone's bed.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I was like, why does it go in the butt? Like, basically, and she's like, well, it's just, if you put it in your arm, like, your body could have an adverse reaction because it's not a fatty enough part. So I guess the fat slows down the absorption. Anyway, long story short, like, it's one of those things that, like, someone probably got the shot in the arm one time and, like, died from it. And they're like, all right, well, this shot's going to save someone's life eventually, so let's just figure out where we could put it inside them. And then someone was like, the ass!
It really shouldn't matter, though, if there's fat, because it's all about...
Google it, look it up. Why do you... Look, perfect, right? Why do we need some shots in the butt cheek? And this is a real thing. Like, in my head, I was like, it shouldn't fucking matter.
Because it's about blood.
But there's an answer to it.
Intramuscular injections are absorbed faster than subcutaneous injections. This is because muscle tissue has a greater blood supply than the tissue just under the skin. Muscle tissue can also hold a larger volume of medication than subcutaneous.
That's what it was,
tissue.
because they gave me a big dose of it for pain.
Mm-hmm.
Because I fucked up my back, I tweaked my
So
back.
muscle tissue can hold a larger volume.
So they gave me a big dose in my butt. That way I wouldn't feel the pain.
But it says muscle tissue can hold a larger volume. Your butt's not muscle.
Oh yeah?
It's fat.
I can squash a soda can in these cheeks, bro.
I mean, if you were to put it like here, that's muscle.
I mean, I don't think that...
It shouldn't matter because it gets absorbed through the blood, no matter what. Everything goes through the bloodstream, and that's how you feel.
There's got to be a better definition from that then, though, right?
This is on healthline.com.
I don't know how credible.
Do you want me to go to Quora instead, where someone else answered it?
Sure.
Some random fucker.
Could be a nurse on her free time.
At least it's not Yahoo Answers. It's Quora.
Facts. Fuck Yahoo Answers. Never go on Yahoo Answers.
The gluteus maximus.
Oh, they're using the scientific terms. They're so educated.
The technical name of the buttocks muscle is the largest muscle in the human body, which I feel, isn't that wrong? Isn't it the skin?
That's epidermis. That's an organ.
That's the organ. Yes, not muscle.
Fuck, bro, you're right. It got warm and it's so much like vodka.
Yeah. Due to its size and ease of access, this muscle is especially...
Ease of access? Lube it up first, please.
It's especially suitable for injection of medications that must be given intramuscular.
There you go. You know what it is? It's probably because it's...
Smaller muscles, such as the deltoid found in the upper arm, can accommodate only smaller amounts of medication in an injection.
There you go. So at the end of the day, you still have butt muscles that are larger than...
surface area,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's your butt muscle. Imagine if I had a fucking bicep the size of my butt, bro. It'd be fucking... Bah!
Or if you just had... if you had no ass
Lift
and
a car.
all...
Yeah.
Or like you're all traps and...
My ass is the size of my biceps. Like, my farts would be like... like old saggy ass.
It would just be... hot dog on a hallway.
Yep.
Today, it's recognized that there are several problems associated with choosing the rear buttocks or the traditional dorsogluteal upper outside area of the muscle for injections. The sciatic nerve and several major blood vessels run through this muscle. In addition, the fat pad varies greatly from one patient to another, so it's more outdated now. This means
thanks for nothing.
This means that the choice of the rear buttocks muscle for injections puts the patient at risk for nerve or blood vessel injury, as well as the irritation or injury if the medication is inadvertently deposited into fat rather than muscle. Additionally, absorption of the medication may be altered if the medication is injected into subcutaneous fat.
Cooties. Yeah, that's the weird thing though. Like it really helped with pain. Like I don't know if you've ever like really like hurt your back to where you couldn't move and walk. I couldn't move and walk in the hospital. I got that shot and I walked out.
No, my back.
And then I couldn't move for the next 3 days. I called out of work the next 3 days. I was like, I can't move.
I'm not like super strong. Like, I'm strong overall. I have a fairly strong like total body composition.
What do you mean by that?
So like, I can only like single curl like maybe 45 pounds, 50 pounds on a good day. So I'm not like, I'm strong overall.
Still don't get it.
I know, it's really weird.
That's not helping.
I know, it's If you were to look at me,
Okay.
It's like
Check.
you're doing that right now. It's not helping me. It's putting pressure. But keep looking at me. Hey.
Attention.
You probably wouldn't think I'm a strong dude. No?
I don't.
Exactly. That's where I prove I'm wrong. But like,
It's arm wrestle.
you probably win because your arms are stronger than my arms.
But you're stronger overall.
But it...
Do you see the dilemma?
I don't know what I was trying to say with this.
No one does.
I wish I knew what I said.
Google it. Why am I overall strong?
What did I just
What did you
say?
The FBI agent comes on. He's like, "Hey, Josh, thanks for tuning in."
Here's a record of the last 5 minutes of everything you just said.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Okay, you're overall strong. Why?
I don't know. I don't know what I was wanting. I don't know where I was going with this.
You're not strong, and you're not really strong in one aspect. You're just kind of well-rounded.
Yeah, I'm average. I'm average strength. But it's also fairly deceptive.
R-word strength.
Yeah, I got retard strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
30-minute pause. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with this.
No one does.
And only I will. I'll remember it in my dream and then I'm going to forget it. Shit. Moving on. So I was thinking, last night at work, did you see that video I sent where I was like, I'm pooping at Target and everyone left? Did anyone believe that, do you think? Nope.
I didn't think you were alone, if that's what you're talking about.
Fuck. I was trying to convey that I was.
I didn't believe it. You told me Target's never empty.
Yeah.
So as soon as you say that, I was like, that makes sense because it's a big fucking thing. You guys make hundreds of thousands of dollars a day.
But I was walking from like one side of the store to the other, and I was thinking like I was really dehydrated because I didn't bring my water bottle when I only work half shifts, because I don't want to take up a locker space with just my water bottle. And so I was thinking like, shit, I'm really dehydrated. Do you know like that feeling when your mouth is like super dry, but it's not dry because like there's still the saliva in your mouth, but it's like it's this really weird dry, wet feeling sensation. You don't have to make sounds, please.
Yeah,
stop.
I know what you're talking about.
It's just like one of the weirdest feelings of being dehydrated, but it still feels like your mouth is wet, but it's not. It's like it's super dry, but it's still wet at the same time.
Just because you're dehydrated?
Yeah. So I have one other feeling. He did use his sock.
That's so gross.
Well, that was the only thing I wrote down. Jesus Christ. Are there any other, like, the weird feelings that your body puts out, at least that you have recognized, that you think exist? It's like the fucking weird feelings.
I wish you told me that earlier. I could have thought about it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, for me, I think I always have that hard time.
Like, may I cut you off?
Go.
So like when you think of like a sour candy and you feel
I was just gonna say a sour example.
when you feel your mouth tighten up,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like your teeth clench and your mouth gets pretty dry.
Or like when your teeth feel like you eat a lot of sugar, and your teeth feel dry, but nothing else in the mouth does.
Just your teeth.
I get that a lot when you eat a lot of sweets. For me, it's like always conveying like emotions. Like when I'm like, oh, I meditated and I felt high or I felt euphoric, right? Like those are the only two words that I could describe that come close to that experience. And this makes me feel like I said, it was like, this makes me feel like chemically balanced. Like I just don't worry about things anymore.
Normal.
Yeah, it makes me feel normal. That's one of those weird things is like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like, is this how other people feel? Because I've always felt different feelings than other people. Mm-hmm. Which is why I would need to like smoke this or meditate to get to any other state. And I'm like, oh shit, this feels good. I don't usually feel good. Is this what other people feel like? And that's why it's just like, oh, Alec's an asshole because he's like constantly tormented by demons and dark thoughts, and then all of a sudden,
not normal.
And then all of a sudden he smokes a little CBD and like, focuses on his breathing for a few minutes, and all of a sudden, like, is that what people feel like normally? And if I was what I always trip out about is like, if I was normal and I meditated or I smoked, how much more different would that feeling be? Minus the state of mind that I'm in right now, because that's how I've learned to live. That's my perspective as it is right now.
Whenever I watch, like, you see those videos of people like running across rooftops,
like parkour, or just
kind of like parkour, but like those people who are like the daredevils.
They're
also they're hanging.
People
off
who do
the
the jumps and
edge.
stuff too.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I see those videos and immediately my hands start to sweat.
Really?
Immediately. I know I do have a fear of heights, but it's like I can fly, no problem, look out. I like that. I'm not afraid of extreme heights. I'm afraid of like 30 to like 100 feet. Like that kind of range where like I'll probably die if I hit the ground. Even though if I fall off a plane.
I'd like to argue you probably wouldn't die from a 30-foot fall.
It's probably like
you
45, 55.
You probably have them. And let me hear this. Let me hear you. Hear me out. If there's that thought in your head, like, well, I might not die, but it'll hurt, right? Like, there's a thought in your head. Probably it's like, I'll be paralyzed forever, which is basically dying. But it's like not dying. It's we talked about this too, right? It's like the suffering's the thing you don't want.
No.
If you got in a plane crash from 30,000 feet and you're like, well, I'm dead. At least I'm not gonna feel it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Doggy.
But if you fall from a 30-foot building or a second story or a third story, I'm pretty sure you can survive all the way up to 7. I'm pretty sure. Google that. See how many stories.
I think it depends on like how you hit, where you hit. It's like there's a lot of factors to it.
But there's that thought in your mind of like, well, if I'm in an airplane and it crashes, then at least it'll be like minimum feeling, you know?
The median lethal distance for falls is 48 feet.
Okay, yeah, so 30 feet you wouldn't be dead.
50% of people who fell 4 stories will die.
4 stories.
The chances of death increase to 90% when the fall is 7 stories.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing. 7 stories is the magic number for suicide.
So it really depends. You could
could still survive a 7-story fall.
You could fall 10 feet and be that fucking unlucky bastard who dies, or you could be that really lucky person who walks away with no injury.
It takes an inch of water to drown in. Yeah. Supervise your kids.
Yeah.
Especially around Home Depot buckets, apparently.
Hey, those are 5 gallons.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, maybe there's that part of you, maybe it's unconscious where it's just like, it doesn't bother you because like maybe your great-great-grandfather like died of a, fall from 40 feet from the top of a barn. I don't know. Like there's like something like just innate in you that is like, I don't know about this. But in an airplane, it's just like airplanes are safe. Statistically it's safe, But that range, there's that part of you that's just like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, because it won't kill me. Like you're basically saying I'm okay with death. I'm just not okay with like hurting myself for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because then you have no life. Then you're just bedridden.
Because I can hang out on like a hotel balcony, but as soon as I like walk up to the railing, I need to hold on.
I never put my weight on it.
Because I think someone's going to push me off, and I'm only there with my fucking family. So if you guys do, why? Please. No, don't.
Stop.
Please. What did I do to deserve this?
Stop it.
And so they're definitely probably 99% not going to push me off the edge.
Unless they want to go to jail forever.
Unless I did something really fucked up.
Well, you did do that one thing with that Pokemon Go where you traded
that one time.
You traded that Pokemon Go when I was in the bathroom because you wanted that Pokemon I had. I'll get you back one day for that.
There is no Pokemon that you have that I want because I've been playing the game longer and more actively than you.
Fair enough.
So I'll give it back if
that was
you
a joke.
really wanted it. I know.
But I love how you're just like, don't push me off of a balcony. I'll give you any Pokemon you want.
So, like, it'll even be, like, at 50 feet. Some hotels are big. Some are small. But, like, I could still be on the balcony and look out and be like, damn.
It sure do be beautiful outside.
That's a good-ass view. But then as soon as I, like, walk up to the edge and, like, I have to hold on, and I look, if I look straight down, that's where the problem lies.
Oh, yeah. Do you get vertigo?
Not often, but I lose my balance when I walk very often.
I'll be walk a lot or often?
I'll be taking like, it happens at work like 17 times a day. I'll just be walking and I'll just fall over to the side. Not like
lose your balance?
I'll just take like one step and be like, ah! And then I'll be fine and then keep going.
I do that too. I used to forget how to walk in like middle school.
I forgot how to cough once when I was like 2.
Oh, that's scary. as a like little baby, yeah, that's fucking not good.
I was just like, I wanted to cough, and I was just like, I don't know.
You know what I was tripping out on, bro?
I literally forgot.
You know what I was tripping out on?
Huh.
Okay, maybe this doesn't amaze you, but in my head, this blew my fucking mind. I was watching this TV show where this woman gave birth, right? It's like the main couple of the series gives birth to a baby, and it doesn't breathe. Right, you know, and that's a serious
in tubes.
Well, it's a serious problem, right? You need your baby to breathe.
Yeah.
They had to give it surgery, and then then the baby started breathing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yo, the baby's not breathing inside the uterus." Like,
like before it was born.
Yeah, like what's the fucking?
That shit gonna die.
What's the initial like trigger to be like, okay, baby, boot up.
Turn on.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like, what the fuck? Like the max sound. Boom.
Are you even breathing when you're in the womb?
That's what I'm saying. Babies for sure don't breathe in the womb.
They're just hanging out in jelly.
For sure they're not breathing in the womb. I'm not a doctor. I don't know this for sure. But for sure they're not.
That's why I have this.
Do babies breathe in the womb? Because, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, couldn't you just live in your, kangaroo pouch forever?
The mother's placenta helps the baby breathe, in quotes, while it is growing in the womb. Oxygen and carbon dioxide flow through the blood in the placenta. Most of it goes to the heart and flows through the baby's body. At birth, the baby's lungs are filled with fluid.
Yeah, so it's like an alternator.
They don't. But they get oxygen through the blood.
They get oxygen through the mom.
Yes.
That's so crazy.
So they don't breathe. So that baby was woken up
and then
early?
And then it realized at one point they pulled the baby out of the mother. And then the baby was like, hey, I'm not getting any more air. And it was just like, fuck! What's going on?
Systems start engage.
Yeah, it's like malfunction. And then the baby's just like, okay, asshole, breathe. And then you start crying. It's like, what? That's your first experience in life? Like, damn near suffocation? Is he gonna start breathing? I don't know.
No breathing. Don't give a fuck.
I just wanna cut my life like a pizza. Give me pepperoni, please.
We listened to different parodies then.
So babies do don't breathe, but they get oxygen from the mother.
They breathe
They receive oxygen.
through the placenta.
Yeah. Wow.
They receive oxygen through blood.
Blows my goddamn mind. So they do need oxygen, but it's not provided.
So if
that's one of those miracles of life. Like, holy shit.
So if you're pregnant and you hold
figured
your breath
that shit out
for too long,
you're suffocating your baby too.
You're killing 2 people.
What the fuck, man? Yeah.
David Blaine could never do it.
Hold his breath?
He can never be pregnant.
No, for like a lot of reasons.
That baby would be dead.
That's crazy.
For a lot of reasons. Only one, he's a dude.
Yeah, the main one doesn't have the parts for it.
Unless
Mm-hmm.
he is a magician.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know why that blows my mind, but it does. It blows my fucking mind.
And that's why you go to medical school and you learn those.
But that's one of those things, like, that's like the fact that the human evolution figured that out. They're like, hey, this baby needs oxygen while it's in the mother. And it's just like, oh, hey, poosh, koosh. We'll hook it up to the mom's oxygen supply to steal a little bit. We'll be Gucci. That blows my mind. Like, the fact that got figured out by, like, brainless cells. Our cells figured that out. Or, what's it called? Single-celled organisms? Yeah, we're just a bunch of single-cell organisms, right? Put together to make a multiple-cell organisms. And then we have consciousness on top of that. That's pretty cool. But, like, most of our body, that's not up to us, bro.
So, amniotic fluid, the fluid that's in the placenta that's coating the baby.
Mm-hmm, the pink stuff.
The protective liquid. It serves as a cushion. It also facilitates exchange of nutrients, water, and biochemical products. So this liquid that protects it's the bubble wrap of the baby, if you will.
That's awesome.
Exchange it somehow is like the UPS store for the nutrients of the baby.
I love all the analogies. It's like some doctors like, you dumb assholes. It's not anything like that.
They're next daying the
next daying the air.
To does the baby drink amniotic fluid? The babies swim in and drink their own pee for about 25 weeks. Okay, cool.
What the fuck?
They can start drinking this mix of pee and amniotic fluid around week 10 or 11. Your baby's a piss drinker.
Is that why some girls like drinking pee, because it makes them feel like a baby?
No, I think
not saying I make girls drink my pee, but if they're into it,
I think that's just daddy issues.
But they're not. Does your dad pee on you?
Everything stems from that.
Are you supposed to pee on your daughter? Hang on. If I have a daughter, should I pee on her? I wanted to know that I love her.
When a layer of cells blocking their mouths called the buccopharyngeal membrane ruptures, allowing the baby to swallow. So, if you drink piss as a baby, it's because your own system failed.
And that makes
by week 20, most of the amniotic fluid is urine. So it's just a sack of... You're floating in a sack of piss.
Of your own piss. And then your mother...
For 20 weeks.
Squeezes it out of her.
So that's a solid 5 months.
20 weeks?
For 4 months, you're floating in piss. Your own piss.
And drinking it.
If your system fails and the membrane over your mouth ruptures. I guess it doesn't always happen.
You know what? That's gross. I'm saying it.
How many of you are piss drinkers?
That's gross.
How would you even fucking know that?
I just think it's gross.
Yeah, sure, it is. It's a miracle of life, though. It happens.
You know what that is, though?
It happens by fucking chance. And I don't think anyone would ever know that they were drinking piss.
Never would have thought of that.
And you'll never know. You'll never will know. I don't think they tell you.
Unless you're watching this podcast.
I don't think the doctor would tell your mother, like, hey, your kid was drinking piss for 52 weeks.
No, they just swallowed some of the fluid. That's bedside manner. That's, you know what else I think about too?
Amniotic fluid, that is all piss.
You know what that reminds me of, though? Is like, sometimes I would have sex with one of my girlfriends.
Gross.
Consensually.
Allegedly.
And then I'd poop afterwards. And then I'd be like, I just fucked you, and you should have seen the turd that came out of my body.
Do you ever sneeze after you orgasm?
No, I never have.
Apparently, sometimes it's like an allergic reaction where if you come, you sneeze after.
What the fuck? Achoo! I'm allergic to babies.
I sneeze like 7 times.
What the fuck?
Sometimes. Not all the time. Not every time.
Just when it gets on my face.
No, just sometimes. I'll sneeze. And it's like 7, 8 sneezes.
Damn. But that's gross. Like, humans are gross. And I'd be like, we just had sex. Like, and in my mind, I'm like, we're naked. And, like, there's poop in my body. There's poop in your body.
There's poop always in your body.
There's poop in your body while we're having sex.
Yeah, it's going
That's gross.
It's going through your intestines.
That's about the same thing as drinking piss being born in a fucking uterus, bro. Like, that's as gross as that to me. I'm like, yo, there's poop in me. That's gross.
There's poop in you at all times.
You let me fuck you with poop in me.
That's why you don't do it
You
in the butt.
nasty bitch.
That's why you don't do it in the butt.
Oh my god.
So another thing that pops up when you search what is amniotic fluid is
What have we come to?
How does you know if your baby is crying in the womb?
What the fuck? If it's gargling.
While it is true,
Whoa.
while it is true, your baby can cry in the womb. It doesn't make a sound, and it's not something to worry about. The baby's practice cries include imitating the breathing pattern, facial expression, and mouth movements of a baby crying outside of the womb. You shouldn't worry that your baby is in pain. So what I get from that is that if you, as a pregnant woman, see a baby cry, your baby sees what you're seeing through like the fucking Renegon or something.
Through the HDMI cable.
Through the fucking Renegon and can see that baby is crying and tries to imitate it.
Do they mean imitate? Like, they'd be like,
the baby's practice cries include imitating the breathing pattern, facial expression, and mouth movements of a baby crying outside of the womb.
but they're not imitating. Oh, really?
Yes.
Yo, that is some whack ass shit, bro.
So babies cry
Really?
in the womb
Yes.
to practice.
It's like a periscope. Poog, poog, poog. Baby sighted.
They just don't make sounds.
Nailed it. This is my crying face forever. Nailed it. Jesus Christ. We fuck with poop in our systems. We drink our own piss. And we imitate using our mother's uterus as a periscope.
If the mother...
Fuck.
Can babies feel when mom is sad? If the mother is depressed...
Oh, like, you know, some pregnant 16-year-old typed that one in.
If the mother is depressed, that affects how the baby develops after it's born.
What?
So, all y'all bitches with mental illness...
All y'all who believe in astrology.
Sucks for your kid.
Jesus.
Can a baby forget his mother? No.
It just says no.
No. It's a normal concern, but don't worry, your baby's not going to forget you. You should realize, though, that she will and should bond with other people.
What the fuck? Keep going through these. I mean, these are some of the most interesting things.
Can babies sense parents fighting?
Yes.
Arguing does impact babies. I mean, if babies can see other kids crying and imitate it.
Boom, that's my dad. Why is he hitting her?
There have been several studies that show babies can sense when their mothers are stressed. In fact, their ability to sense their mother's stress begins in the womb.
No fucking way.
How do you know if a baby loves you? 13 signs your baby loves you.
13 signs your baby doesn't love you.
Not going through that list.
No one gives a shit.
Can a baby forget their dad? Between 4 to 7 months of age, babies develop a sense of object permanence. They are realizing that things and people exist even when they're out of sight. Babies learn that when they can't see mom or dad, that means they've gone away. Some kids might go through it later, between 18 months and 2.5 years of age.
So...
No. I mean, they can, but it depends.
I mean, I guess not. Like, you really just don't know your dad, right? It's like... because everyone knows they have a dad. You need a dad to be born. At least a sperm donor, which arguably is a dad, a biological father. But
these are just like the weirdest Google questions.
this is what pregnant women type into Google. It thinks you're pregnant now, Josh. The algorithm thinks you're pregnant. Read something.
I'm looking for something good. These are all dumb.
Read something dumb.
What genes do babies get from their father?
Half and a half.
As we've learned, dads contribute one Y or X chromosome to their offspring. Girls get 2 X chromosomes, one from mom, one from dad. This means that your daughter will inherit X-linked genes from her father as well as her mother.
Wouldn't that mean you have a better chance at being born a girl? Because there's XY from the guy and then... Yeah. So you got a way better chance of being born a girl.
I mean, well, they both produce XY, so it's 50-50. So,
but it said it gets the Y from the dad, right? Because it takes I know it takes like 23 or 46 or whatever. It takes half the chromosomes from your mom, half chromosomes from your dad, and one of them has to be the gene for...
Girls get 2, one from mom, one from dad, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's only one to take from each and there's only 2 options, it's like you're for sure getting an X.
It's a 50-50, really.
And then are you getting an X and a Y?
So you think it's a 75% chance to become a woman than a male?
I don't know how the math breaks down, but based on what that read as, it does sound like it is more likely to be born female than male.
Okay, well, just think about it. You have 4 options. If one is...
Let's get a Punnett square going.
You don't even need a Punnett square. If you have 4 options, one of them already lands in X.
One of them is for sure X.
There's 2 Ys still floating around and still 1 X.
No, shouldn't there only be one Y? Because the Y...
They both produce XYs. So when it comes down to it, it's still XY. So if one of them is an X already, there's an X, a Y, and a Y left in the pool.
I don't get this.
Okay, so everyone produces XY chromosomes in your sex organs.
In the ball sack.
And the eggs.
Next to where the pee is stored.
The pee is stored in the balls, yes.
Here we fucking go.
So let's just say it's a draft picked, and it's like X, K.
Patrick Mahomes.
So X is already picked. X is already done.
X is for sure going in there. It has to be. Has to be 1 X chromosome.
Yes, and so
because you'll never see 2 Ys.
Out of the available.
Why? Why is there never 2 Y chromosomes?
Males with XYY syndrome have 47 chromosomes, 2 of which are Y chromosomes. Most cases of XYY syndrome are due to cell division error in the sperm prior to conception.
Isn't that usually just Down syndrome? An extra chromosome? Or no, you're missing a chromosome.
That's like more than extra. More than 1. Occurs in 1 of every 1,000 boys.
Yikes. What does it mean, though? So you got 2 Y chromosomes.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay, so if 1 X is picked, there's still an X and 2 Ys to pick from. So it's more likely
Where's the 2 Ys coming from?
Because, okay, motherfucker, listen.
Well, no, just explain it better.
So, okay.
I am listening.
So there's 1 sperm and 1 egg. They're both XY.
Duh. No, the egg is XX.
No. Why would it be XX?
Because a female has XX chromosomes.
They both produce XY chromosomes.
Look that up.
It literally said.
That's the good thing is you say you're an illiterate.
Girls get 2 X chromosomes. That just means a girl is XX. That doesn't mean they only produce XX.
Type in, how do they decide?
It's chance. They roll some dice. They roll some sperm dice. So 1X is picked. Regardless.
1X is for sure picked.
So out of the egg and sperm that made the fucking connection, there's still an X and 2 Ys to pick.
Where's the second Y coming from?
They both produce XY.
You're making no goddamn sense.
1 egg, XY. 1 sperm, XY. That's always going to be a thing. They're both XY. The egg. Let's just say it's the egg. Picks the X. Then there's an XY and still the Y from the egg. I'd assume. I'm not a genealogist.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like, how do you determine if one of those, like, what if the egg's like, I'm gonna give the X chromosome, and then the sperm's like, I wanted to give the X chromosome too.
Then you're fucked. XYY syndrome is a genetic condition in which a male has an extra Y chromosome. There are usually few symptoms. These may include being taller than average, acne, and an increased risk of learning problems.
Why are you looking at me like that, motherfucker?
Well, you're not taller than average, so... But you're fucking
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
But you're fucking stupid. This person's genetically otherwise typical, including typical rates of fertility.
You know, that's funny, because every time I tell someone I have autism, they're like, I would have never guessed. Thanks. I guess I have an extra Y chromosome. I just have 2 Y chromosomes.
Maybe.
What the fuck? Damn, how did we get here? You realize we went from North Korean Peter charts to fucking YY chromosome disorder.
Yeah, we're very well versed.
Yeah. Our portfolio is
Diverse.
dynamic, for sure.
Yeah, XYY syndrome is associated with an increased risk of learning disabilities and delayed development of speech and language skills. Affected boys can have delayed development of motor skills such as sitting.
How do you fuck up sitting?
Probably fall over. Or weak
Not training a dog.
or weak muscle tone. What is the life expectancy of someone with XYY syndrome?
That's so sad that someone probably got told that from a doctor and then went home and Googled it.
Their median age at diagnosis was 17.1 years. We found a significant decreased lifespan, but from 77.9 years controls to 67.5 years. From 47.
Most of them
XYY
die at 17?
The median age.
That means a lot of them die at 17.
Well, I mean, a lot of people.
What the fuck? It's a cold world out there, bro.
The average lifespan is 67 years.
Damn. 17-year-olds.
What is
Right now. Blap.
What is Superman syndrome? Superman syndrome, also known as XYY.
That makes you super tall.
That's why you're like DC.
Because I'm stupid and I like DC movies. Hi, I'm Alec.
I got Superman syndrome.
Oh, I should have died at 17, but I can't die because I'm Superman.
But you're going to die at 67 and a half.
Right? Like, just statistically, like, that's the safest bet. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, you have this disease, you will probably die at 65.
Do serial killers have an extra chromosome? The court found, while an extra Y chromosome seems like logical explanation for mutant aggressive behavior, there is not much evidence that links the X or Y chromosome.
They said mutant aggressive behavior? That shit sounds so scary.
To the deviant behavior of serial killers. So, no. Not
So wait, there's like definitely studies of being like, oh, you're a serial killer, you have a mutation in your genes.
Can you be a girl with an XY chromosome? Yes. There are girls and women who have XY chromosomes. This can happen, for example, when a girl has androgen insensitivity syndrome. Most males have XY chromosomes and most women have XX.
Wait, is that like the same thing as being transgender?
No. You're still a girl. Your chromosomes are just
What's the chromosome balance for hermaphrodites?
That's a good question.
Is depending on how fast Josh can type these days.
I just need to learn how to
Spell hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite. The person may have XX chromosome, XY chromosomes, or both. The external genitals
XXYY?
No, XY.
YYZ?
They can have any combination.
It's just bad luck, huh?
XX or XY. They can have both. The external genitals may be ambiguous or may appear to be female or male.
Ambiguous? They're like, I can't really tell.
This condition used to be called true hermaphroditism. Nice.
Solidly named, guys. Way to go. What should we call this? What are they? They're a hermaphrodite. Hermaphroditism.
For those of you who don't know what a hermaphrodite is, it's
someone born with both male and female reproductive parts.
A PP and a vagine.
Bob and vagine, please.
Can a human be a hermaphrodite? Yes. Actually, it says true hermaphroditic humans do not exist, but pseudo-hermaphrodism does, where an individual has both male and female external genital organs, sometimes at the same time. Female embryos exposed to high levels of androgens, the male hormones, develop female internal reproductive organs but male external genitalia. That made no sense.
None of this makes any sense.
Science words.
I had a question, and they're like, I'm going to answer that so exactly, you're not going to know what the fuck hit you.
Science words.
Damn.
Hour 52.
Jesus. We really grinded this one.
We spent the last fucking hour talking about sex.
Drinking your own piss.
Drinking your own piss and sex hormones.
What the fuck did we divulge to?
Woo! Spirit fingers. No one ever uses their thumbs and spirit fingers. That's fucking weird. Look at my
It throws off the balance.
Look at my thumbs. No one does spirit fingers.
Well, yeah, it's like it throws off the rhythm. Because it's like, you just got to shake your hands. But you just want spirit fingers, you just go. But if you start getting your thumbs in there,
your thumbs
look how it slows it down. It slows down the speed. It's not as happy. It's like
my left thumb looks like it's fucking headbanging, just going in a circle.
Looks like you're massaging some motherfucker.
I'm making biscuits like a cat.
What?
Like when cats massage on pillows and blankets? Or your arm?
That's called making biscuits.
Some people call it that.
Some people, and you just decide to throw that out there like it's normal conversation?
Yeah.
To someone who's never owned a cat?
So when I lived with cats...
That cat's making biscuits. Cutie pie.
They're kneading the dough. They're making biscuits. So when I lived with a cat, right?
Just you and a cat. You just lived somewhere and a cat joined you?
It was my roommate's cat, Salem, my black cat. Not even my cat, but it was mine. She was the best. It would come in my room. There'd be a blanket there.
Hey, Josh, you want some bread? Making some biscuits.
She'd bite the blanket. And
bite the pillow, I'm going in.
She'd reach one paw out, extend her claws, reach in, pull.
I've seen a cat paw before. It's just...
That's what they do. They extend
And
their
I've never
claws.
heard someone be like, oh, they're making biscuits.
It looks like they're kneading dough, like really good bakers.
What was that? You don't have to... I know what it looks like, man. I've seen it before.
Why do cats need?
Need what? Love and affection?
No, with a K.
Oh.
Cats will knead on many types of soft surfaces, including their humans, especially if you are petting them. Besides being another way to mark you using their scent glands, your cat is kneading you. Cat kneading you is a sign they feel comfortable around you. Aw, cats.
I guess. Cats are dumb. I hate cats.
It has to do with when they were babies.
Gross.
So
we should end this. Before we talk about piss and shit for another hour. Take your fucking time, dog.
I was taking a deep breath.
No rush.
I almost reached the top of my lungs. Now I gotta do it again. Thank you to Raul for sponsoring the soju. That's cool. It was pretty good. I liked it. I finished 2.
It was good. It's a kick in the goddamn stomach, though.
Thank you to Jack Jaw for sponsoring this podcast.
Jack Jaw!
If you want to get the man,
we're on day 2.
If you want to, you were on day 2. If you want to manifest the jaw of attraction, get Jack Jaw, the jaw exerciser you can find on Amazon. Go to 2dudesdrinking.beer to buy your own. No discount codes because I don't have that power. You just gotta buy it. It's $15. If you don't
$15. If you don't got $15,
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I guess we're gonna do this live forever. So 2 dudes.
We'll see how easy it makes the editing. I'll still throw it in reason and everything. I mean, whatever. But like,
yeah, sure.
All right, thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.
Twitch.tv/2dudes drinking beer.
That was great.